Alright guys, we're back for another episode of Scions here. Just to give the recording viewers a heads up, this episode's probably going to be just a little bit shorter because we have some time things going on and some of us are feeling a little bit unwell, and I don't want to make everybody kind of have a rough night, but we do want to play, so we're going to play a little bit. Who wants to recap us Bigfoot Go? Or Aaron. Aaron, would you like to recap us Bigfoot did last time?
Sure.
All right.
We had introduction to magical creatures, which was quite fun. We met a griffin that flew down at us, which I believe riding it was Huntsman Falconbane. He introduced us to some ideas of magical creatures and what you should and shouldn't do with them, and then observed us as we observed and attempted to pet and learn more about a creature called a luminous centaur. Essie managed to pet it while getting some support from the party and some tools that were also there, where we were able to learn more information about the centaur. We then left and went to our self-defense class, and there we had some tough training, some good stances from some less good stances from others, and then when all the hard work and testing and stuff was done, kind of like one of those fitness test type of things is how I imagined we went through. We had a sparring match between Essie and Kagu, which maybe neither really won, but Essie won because he threw him out of the ring.
Ring out!
Rematch.
And then after that, that was kind of like our last class, except for having like some study hall, free time kind of stuff. So a lot of the party kind of split off into some different directions. Some went to eat, some went to study, some went to talk to some other students. So that's kind of where we're at right now, is around the school in some different locations. I think that's the main gist of our last adventure.
All right. All right. Yeah. When we last left off, everybody had kind of gone their own slightly separate ways for the moment. Who would like to go first? Who wants to do what? Recap me where everybody's at right now. I know where Marcel is. He's currently on his way to the library. Right, Bigfoot?
Cassus is in the library.
Cassus is in the library.
I believe Essie went to get food.
Essie's food. Kagu, do you remember what you were doing? You're with him? Okay, hang on. Let me turn you up a little bit more.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good, brother. Let me just turn you up. That's all. Discord, you know how my Discord is. Sometimes it, for some reason, turns you guys down for no fucking reason. And then Kreslin, you're in the library as well, correct?
One of the libraries.
In one of the libraries, you had the Legends of the Leviathan Tales from the High Seas by Captain Wave Spinner, I believe.
Yep, I'm just so enthralled by this book. You guys, crazy stories.
Kreslin, did you put the other book back, the Codex of Cosmological Constants by astrologer Celeste Stargazer? God damn, I need to stop writing such long titles.
I think knowing that like there is like a certain way books are like organized like on the shelves, I would have just like kept it to the side, thinking that there's maybe a pile that like someone comes around and puts the books back where they belong. So I would have just gone back to the section and just pulled out that book. Even though I could have definitely pulled the book. I don't know if the book was like right next to the Leviathan book, but yeah, I didn't put it back. It's still at the table.
All right, cool. All right. Marcel, were you with Go Casa? Sorry, I need you guys to kind of refresh my memory a little bit.
No,
You guys were separate.
we were
separate because I was looking for Kreslin, but she left prior to all the rest of us leaving the crucible and everything. So like we don't know where she is.
Got
So
you.
I was looking for her, or like Marcel was looking for her. So but he doesn't have any idea like where she is.
Okay. Let's start with Okasis. Phenom, you said Okasis is in a library.
Mhm.
All right. What is Okasis doing at this moment in this library?
Well, he wanted to meet up if they find each other at some point. So in the meantime, I would look kind of. I need to write you this.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and type it out to me.
Oh, that's not you. That's Aaron.
Oh, don't give him spoilies. These are my spoilers. These are my whispers. Pretend I'm sitting right next to you, Phenom. You just lean over, whisper in my ear. Don't look it at all, but you can whisper in it. As you type up this here DM. I think I kind of know what you're up to, but
yeah.
but I need specifics.
All right, there we go. Oop, there's some words missing.
I think I know what you. Yeah, I get what you're. I get what you're laying down, son. Let me.
I tried to look for something last time, and now I'm looking for something slightly different. Maybe there is some information that he is able to find.
Yep, I got you. Go ahead and give me a. Sorry. Oh God, where did I put this at? Sorry. No, fucking my notes are a mess sometimes.
That's good. It's a lot.
Where the fuck did I put this?
I mean, it makes sense. It takes a while.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a. Here it is. Fucking finally. There it is. Give me an investigation check, Phenom.
Investigation. That's good, because I'm proficient.
10. Let's see what you can
Question.
find. A bat with a 10. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Okay. All right. Here is what you're able to discover. Do you want me to type this out, or you want me to say it out loud?
Depends on what it is.
Okay.
To not be a spoiler for other
So
people.
secretive.
I don't think
mean,
this
they're
would
not
be
there.
spoilers.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I will send you what you find, and you can say it out loud if that's what you if you deem it.
If I can pronounce it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is. you're able to find that book.
Okay. You can describe it.
Okay. So, Ocasas was looking through the library for reasons, and he came across a book titled "The Arcane Aristocracy," aristocracy rather, magic and nobility through the ages. So that's what you're able to find,
So
and
he
I can
will
get you some more details.
read
on
through it, and while he's waiting on other people.
that. Yeah. So he's taking some time to read that book. Oh, by Professor. Did I say who wrote the book? Professor Arcanus Lore Weaver. Yeah, irony of such a thing. In his book with it's kind of like a really fairly heavy book that Ocasas finds, and it's bound with like this deep purple leather. Kind of has this silver filigree that kind of has these like intricate sort of magical symbols along its spine and covers. And they are like, many of them are kind of illuminated, so showing like detailed illustrations of like noble crests and kind of like stuff like that on there.
All right. Yeah, then he'll probably look for a place to sit down and just look at it.
All right. So on a basic level, as you kind of thumb through the book, it has several sections. Like section 1 is like an introduction to magical bloodlines. The second section is like the major houses, kind of in all the empires. So kind of has like the most noble family, prominent noble families from like the Xantharian Empire, the Kingdom of Pyraster, the Alliance of the Silver Peaks, the Protectors of the Onyx Coast. You know, all the major houses / kingdoms. Section 3, it has like lesser known magical lineages, like kind of like information on like smaller houses or extinct bloodlines, stuff like that. Section 4 has kind of like the role of magic and nobility, which kind of has like this analysis of magical ability and how it's kind of influenced political power and like kind of like social standing throughout history. Section 5 is like magical education and aristocracy. God, what a weird word that is to say. Which kind of has like a chapter devoted to kind of like institutions like the Royal Academy and their role in kind of shaping the magical elite. It has a section called Controversies and Conflicts, which kind of has this discussion about historical conflicts between houses, often centered kind of around their magical abilities or their artifacts. And then kind of like the last section is like a section on the future of arcane nobility, kind of like speculation on how the relationship between magic and nobility kind of might evolve through the ages. Give me another investigation check, Ocasas.
That's better. That's a 19.
Ocasas, you realize that this book should probably be in the restricted section. For some reason, you've been able to find it in an area where it should not be located at.
Okay, then I will not sit down at a public place and rather maybe go to a distant corner, like some secluded place, and look probably through the second chapter mostly.
The major houses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're looking for kind of what you messaged me about?
Yes.
Okay. So give me...
It can take... Yeah, okay.
Give me a another investigation check as you are kind of going through that section.
That's even better. That's a 23.
All right, give me 2 seconds here. Let's see here. All right. So what you're able to discover is so you find in the second section with the 23, you find like some of the traces like of the Xantharian Empire, because you're in the second part of the book, which is the major houses. So you're able to find like God damn it, my notes keep fucking up. You're able to find like the key historical events on the major house there, which is the Empress Xantharia III, she's in the book currently known for her diplomatic acumen. You're able to find like some key historical events in there, like there's a period of rebellion that kind of cost the Empire like half its territory, and then there's like this thing called the Golden Revolution. That kind of happened in there. So you're able to find like the major houses, kind of info like that. There's info in here on the Kingdom of Pyraster, like its founding, kind of like their main bloodline power of pyromancy with fire and kind of heat. Its current High King, Rolvac. And there's some history of kind of like what they've had in the past, like they had an alliance with some dwarves to kind of gain access to superior weaponry and armor and stuff like that's kind of in here. But you don't, and it kind of has info on each of the factions in there, the major ones. But what you're looking for is not here. That I can give you.
Okay.
In this, at least not in this particular section.
Okay. Then I'll
but
probably continue with the next chapter, but we can also continue with the others first.
Yeah, I got you. But I also do want to say to you, Phenom specifically, that with that high a roll, a lot of the information that you gleaned from this is highly, like it's not classified, but it's stuff that maybe other people wouldn't know necessarily off the top of their head. So you kind of have like an advantage.
I'll take it. I'll try to remember as much as I can after realizing that this is probably maybe the last time I can look at this.
I've got you. Yeah. All right, let's cut to Essie Trot and Kaguama. What are you guys up to?
I'm going back towards the hall to see if there's perhaps a snack or anything that I can get after all that fighting and self-defensing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Kagu's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm following you. Well, I was the one that asked you if you wanted to get food. I'm assuming you're in front now.
I could eat. I assume we head back towards the hall. Is that where they would have food, or is there another place that I would find like a snack area kind of thing?
So you're just looking for specific. I fucking knew you was what you were gonna say. Is there a magical vending machine?
Yeah, is there a magical vending machine?
If you're going based on what you know where food is, you'd be going back to the Great Hall, yeah. And let's see, this is later in the I gotta see what time it is. I gotta remember in my notes what my class time ended for the fighting here. Did I put the time in the adventure journal here? Let's look here.
The free time starts at 5, I think it said.
Yeah, free time's at 5. So it's probably like you guys kind of chatted, some things happened. It's probably around 5:30-ish, 5:45, somewhere in that kind of range. So yeah, there'd be like a dinner meal going on right now, actually. Or sorry, supper. Yeah, dinner. I call it supper.
Dinner, supper, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be happening right now, or there would at least be food in the Great Hall if that's where you guys want to go.
All right. Kagu, let's go to the Great Hall.
Do you remember how to get there? Hey, where's those little floating spheres? Can they take us?
Let me see.
Yeah, you can try to hunt one down if you want, one of the floaty spheres. There's not one after free time. It's kind of like you can do what you want, so there's not one with you.
Can we summon one or find one?
Yeah, you can try to find one. Or you can make a roll to try to recall which on your way to the thing, but you can also try to find the sphere. If you want to try to find one of the magical spheres, you can roll a perception check to see if you can spot one. Kagu.
I'll roll perception. What the? Oh, give me a second.
Essie realizes that he doesn't remember which way is the hall.
Perception. Got it. Oh. 7.
7. With the 7, you see like one of the spheres, and it kind of zooms off down the hallway before you can kind of get to it. Unfortunately, you don't see any others in the hall.
Can I chase it?
You want to try to catch up to that one? Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Fuck my little legs. All right. I trained for this.
And I'll throw you at it.
9.
With a 9, unfortunately, by the time you round the corner, it is gone.
Damn. Okay. Did you follow me or no?
I mean, I suppose I go with you at least some of it, but I figure you lose it at some point.
Why would you figure that?
Well, because you didn't find it. Now we're alone.
Okay.
Let's see. So what part? Where are we? Where are we now, Kagu?
I'm not sure. I was trying to follow that sphere and it left me. You should have ran after it. You're the fastest one in the physical class.
Oh, I didn't even see a sphere. Let's see.
Well-
What's around us now? Maybe.
All right.
What do I see around us in this area? I don't know where we are in this place.
Essie,
Not
as
sure
you
which
kind of
direction we went.
like are kind of in like a hall, and as you kind of like explore down this hall and kind of like looking around with your kind of eyes, you see with your kind of eyes, with your eyes rather, and
Kind eyes.
with your kind eyes, they're such dreamy kind eyes. Sorry, you see something kind of like glowing on the side of like the wall here, and you see like the hall that you're in is kind of like the hall that led out to the grounds for the magical creature studies earlier. So you're kind of in that hall, and you see like these kind of claw-like markings appear kind of on the wall, and they're kind of got like this ethereal type of glow to them. Like this kind of white kind of glowing, and it's kind of like shaped like into like these 3 long claw streak marks on the wall, like something clawed at it almost. And it's kind of like kind of fading in and out kind of glow.
Like a pulsing.
Yeah, pulsing glow. That's exactly it. You got it.
Can I take like a closer look at it?
Sure.
Or does it seem to like lead in like a direction or anything, or point towards anything?
So if you were to like walk outside, right, it would be like coming inside into the building almost.
Oh.
Yeah. Give me another perception check.
Nice.
20.
As you kind of examine more closely, you notice more of these markings, right? And they're kind of like leading. You see the markings kind of. God, why am I so bad at describing fucking things in the moment? Like they came in from outside, right? So you see more claw markings like on the ground, like where it came in
Heading
from
into the
outside.
school.
Yeah, kind of like heading into the school.
Kagu, look at these.
Do we know what they're from? And why are they glowing?
Would a nature check give me any information on like what they could be from? Like it seems to be from a creature of some sort.
Yeah, you can do a nature check, maybe get a few details out of it.
Shit.
Ugh. 4 = 7.
Nature. Can I do a nature check too?
Since Ezzy made the roll already, I would say no here. Actually, yeah, you can go ahead and do it. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Or like, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, it makes sense that you can both do a roll here.
Not any better.
Damn.
One better. 8.
No, you don't recognize it off of the top of your head, and as you're kind of like examining it, they kind of start to fade away. They don't leave any
Kagu.
physical damage, by the way. No physical.
Can I like roll to see if we could see like which direction it was going before they fade away?
Oh, you can tell that. You don't need to roll for that. You can tell that it is leading in. It kind of like led into the school, stopped near like a pillar, and then it doesn't look like there's any more tracks going any deeper into the school.
Okay, so it like stopped at the pillar, we're assuming, at least.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
what you gather on the information that you have, rather.
Can I go up to the pillar and like touch it? See if anything happens?
Sure. Kagu, Essie, give me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution saving throw.
Come on, this y'all.
Ah!
Mm.
I got 18.
6.
Essie, you don't really feel this, but Kagu, you just start to feel really tired. You're just like, you're starting to get real sleepy.
Okay.
Nothing, there's no like stat, anything that you need to do here. It's just like, you could tell like something like you just feel tired, you know, like you don't know if it's the training of the day or what, but it's hitting you.
Well, Essie, I'm feeling really tired right now.
What?
Yeah. We should probably go find that food so I can get more energy.
But what about the claws?
I mean, we don't know what it is. Do you really want to chase something we don't know?
Should we tell someone?
I mean, who are we gonna tell?
Do we see any other people around us at all, or is it just kind of us in this area?
It's kind of you guys in this area right now. And as you guys kind of talk, the claws have kind of faded away now at this point. You start to wonder if maybe they were even really there to begin with.
Fucking
All right.
hallucinate?
Well, let's go find the food.
Okay. Lead the way.
But after you.
You want rock, paper, scissors this?
Ear pressure roll.
Peer pressure roll. Activate.
Yeah, let's roll. 1d20.
We'll tie again.
Higher number wins.
All right.
Okay. Oh my!
Oh my god!
I
Yo,
told you we're gonna roll the same.
it's a tie, bro. It was 12-12. I cannot believe that shit just happened.
What happened last
Oh
time we had to do
my
it?
god. Oh my fucking god, that just
You
happened.
motherfuckers
All right.
literally share a brain.
Kagu, let's just go this way. And Essie starts walking in a direction.
Okay. I start following. Are there any rooms that we could just like around? Any interesting rooms or anything on our way to where we think we're going?
Let me open up my Royal Academy. That's not right. That's previous notes. My detail, here we are. So you guys are on the first floor. Ah, yes. Go ahead and give me actually, you don't have to give me anything. You guys stumble into a room, and it was kind of near where you met the old Edric when you were looking for your not sundial, your timekeeping piece. And as you kind of examine this room, it's kind of like it kind of has a warm, like really kind of scholarly. Gotcha. Kind of scholarly ambiance to it. It has like a rich wood paneling on the walls, and it's kind of adorned with these detailed carvings of runes and sigils and kind of symbolic imagery. There's very plush armchairs and sofas that are kind of upholstered in this burgundy leather. They kind of surround this large stone fireplace, and there's a bright fire kind of going in it right now. There's bookshelves that are kind of like against the fireplace. That looks like it's filled with a variety of different tomes, covering things from arcane arts to battlefield strategy to philosophy and more. You see several like sturdy oak tables, kind of there to provide workspace that have obviously been like very used. Like you could tell these tables have kind of like been. You just tell they're kind of been. What's the word? Kind of scarred, I guess, from use. There's chairs with embroidered cushions. Along one wall, there's a sideboard that kind of displays an array of porcelain tea sets, silver pitchers. There's pleasing like platters of breads and cheese and fruits and sweet baked treats.
Damn.
There is a collection of fine liquors and vintage wines. Kind of in one of the oh god damn it, why am I like a liquor cabinet kind of deal. And then there's like a large window over the that's kind of looks out over the academy grounds, showing off kind of like courtyards and gardens. This room gives off the vibes as a staff room. This is probably where the teachers would gather and kind of refresh for the day after classes and stuff like that. It appears to be empty right now.
Can we go into there and grab some bread?
Is there any food in there?
There's
Yeah,
food.
he
There's
said bread, cheese, I think.
There's
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, breads, cheeses, fruits, and sweet baked treats are inside.
And
I want sweets.
and alcohol. All right, can we go in there or?
Yeah, you can try. I'm not good. Yeah, you can certainly try.
Yeah.
You can go.
So
Yeah.
I see all the food and stuff, and I just try to run in there and grab something.
You're gonna run in there and try to grab some food. Yeah, you're able to get in there and you grab some. Are you just trying to grab a little bit of everything?
Some bread, some cheese, and sweets and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You're able to grab bread, cheese, fruits, and like these kind of sweet baked, like little cinnamon roll type sweet baked treats. Yeah, you're able to grab some. No problem.
Yeah, Essie wants some fruit and some sweets.
Yep, you're able to grab it. Yeah.
So I guess we're just You said we could. There's like chairs and stuff.
There's chairs, there's couches, there's fireplace going on.
So I just sit down and kick back and start munching down on this food, and then look over at the wine and stuff, and kind of point at it and say, "Essie, have you had some of that?"
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Well, it depends on your taste buds, I guess.
I'll grab some and eat some.
No, you drink it.
Oh yeah, I grab some and drink some. I mean,
Can we grab some of that? Can we attempt to grab some of that?
So you go over and try to open the liquor cabinet, and it is securely locked.
Securely.
locked.
Can I swing at it?
Yeah.
I
Roll
knew
athletics
this was
check.
gonna happen.
don't
Roll
worry
an
about it,
athletics
Bigfoot.
check.
You're somewhere else.
Roll what? Wait, are you saying what?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Just for the swing. You don't need to roll like an attack, but
Athletics, normal. 16?
19 total.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you going with a fist or with your
With
staff?
my staff, yeah.
All right, so you give a good strong swing at this liquor cabinet, and it's just your staff like connects with it, and it's just a kind of, it's not even really loud. It's just like this doing, you know, and you kind of get this reverberation with your staff that kind of travels up into your arms as it fails to break the liquor cabinet glass.
Oh! I just look at my staff and shake my head. Just in disappointment.
I hate the staff narrative. Keeps getting proven true.
The staff never works.
Staff's not working.
I hand some of the fruit over to Kagu and say like, "Well, have more of this."
Just grab it, start eating it. So once we eat, do we want to go anywhere else?
I mean, if there's nothing else in this room that piques any interest that we see or anything, then
Oh,
I suppose.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I say my only thought was like if we're done in here, then I suppose that we could go and try to find the rest of the party. Try to work on the other the mystery that we have of the moonstones and stuff.
What was I gonna say? Before we do that, you said there was a book of like strategy or something like that.
Oh, there's a variety of books on the bookshelves.
Can I take a look at the strategy? There's like a war and strategy or something like that. You said.
Yeah, you can find a book on war and strategy here. Let me look at my list of books here. Give me a. This isn't like a skill check. Just roll a d20 for me just to see what we find. What book you're able to find, rather. 10.
Yep.
You're able to find a book about. Where the fuck? Where the fuck did I save this in? Few seconds. Is there any particular and this is just me asking Yuan about Kagu. Is there any particular like book that you would be specifically looking for, or you just want something in the general warfare kind of
I feel like I would be looking for, or he would be looking for something along the lines of like, not like in war strategy, but more of the like fighting and like stuff like that, like counters or like kind of like what they taught us, what they were teaching us in the what's it called
in the Crucible.
yeah, in the Crucible, kind of like
You want like a fighting techniques book, is kind of
fight,
what
yeah, kinda
Kagu
like
would be
that.
interested in. Unfortunately, Kagu, all you're ever all you're really able to find is kind of a book called the Art of War and Magic: Strategies for the Modern Battlefield, which is kind of like a comprehensive book on warfare, kind of in the world where magic and conventional military tactics kind of intertwined. It was written by Archmage General Thorn Ironheart. He's kind of like a veteran of numerous campaigns. In fact, he used to be a... actually, Kago, give me a history check just to see if you can recall what you know about the general here.
14.
Damn, 14's pretty good. So so General Thorn actually used to be an instructor at the Royal Academy. He kind of wrote this book, and it goes into, it's got like 10 chapters in it, and like about, fundamentals of magical warfare, tactical applications of combat magic, magical logistics and supplies, special magical units that you could kind of form up in a modern army, siege warfare, naval combat, and magic, aerial warfare and flying units, espionage and magical intelligence, ethics and law of magical warfare, and kind of has like case studies of famous magical battles, kind of in the later chapters as well.
Okay. Is there anything about like fighting? Like, what was that? What was the ancient creature thing that we were assuming was the Moonstones?
The Wraith Hound?
Yeah, the Wraith Hound. Is there anything on fighting, like how to fight Wraith Hounds or like whatever comes with them?
Something like that. In here, it wouldn't be in this particular book, because this is kind of like a general, like very
Like a
broad.
thing?
Yeah, kind of like battlefield. Like this is whole troop movements and armies,
Okay.
and not really like pertain to specific like a magical creatures of some type. You know what I mean?
All right. Cool. Well,
It's interesting if like there's probably a part of you, Kagu, that's like, this would be interesting if I was ever like a commander on a bat. I feel like it's a thing for like late teens Kaguama would be interested in this, but maybe not the current Kagu. You know what I mean? Would be necessarily in it. I don't know. It's up to you though.
Interesting. I was under. I can't remember my story thing. I sent it to you, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
There's
Let me look here. Let me look.
There's
at
a
our
general
DMs.
that I was under.
Yeah, let me look through our notes. Or sorry, our DMs rather. I usually pin stuff in our DMs, that way I don't have to copy and paste it to a note. Where's our DMs? One, I can't even fucking find them. Why haven't you messaged me lately? No, I'm kidding. Let's see here. Here it is. Yes, I found it.
General Maximus.
General Maximus.
From the Xantharian
Yes.
Empire.
So what was the question about General Maximus?
Well, you were saying that I guess there would be some things in the book that would pique Kagu's interest.
It's maybe as a yeah, possibly. It depends on how Kagu feels about warfare in the broader sense of moving armies and stuff like that.
So, yeah, I mean, I would say he has a good amount of knowledge. Not like superior like that, but like since he was under a general's, I guess supervision or like his mentor, he would know kind of stuff like that. So even though he's like interested in like combat, he does like strategy and stuff too. So I would say that is a good book for him to look at.
Yeah, I got you. General Maximus is actually listed in the book as a one of the most influential military leaders of the current age. Kagu.
That's my boy.
So he's in there. There's also like some records of General Maximus during a siege where he ordered the use of a bloodline power of some kind to accelerate the effects of a famine that was happening within a city. While it was an effective tactic, it really sparked significant debate about the ethical use of certain bloodline powers in warfare, as that one felt very kind of
Yeah.
yeah. Stuff like that in there as well.
Okay. So, Essie, if you're done eating, I guess we could go meet up with the others. Hello, are you awake?
Hey, there you are.
Hey, are you done eating?
I think let's just assume he's done eating, because I think Aaron is picking up his kid right now
Yeah.
for the for people watching at home, which is why he kind of sounded different. He had to go and pick up one of the kids, but
Sure.
so yeah, you guys finish up in here, Kagu.
I let him walk in front of me and try to trip him.
We will resolve that roll when we can get SC back in the.
Wait, what? What are you trying to do?
Oh nah, he said he said you could roll for him. It's fine.
Oh, that's true. I could. He's trying to trip you as you guys kind of leave this study, Aaron. So.
Oh,
I
see.
So this would be a acrobatics check for you, SC Trot. I'm gonna do the roll for you if that's what you would like to do.
Yes. Is this considered under my danger sense for dexterity,
Oh fuck!
where I get
forgot you had
advantage?
that. Damn.
Yeah, I would say it is. You're kind of ready for
Alright,
just
so
about any
then
threat.
I should get advantage then for this.
All right, advantage.
No.
You rolled a 17. Yeah, you go
All right.
down. How do you want to play this, SC? You succeed.
Can I
Tries to trip you.
can I just say how I'm gonna trip him and then he can like react?
Yeah. Go ahead and describe how
Sure.
you were gonna do it, and then.
So I just say after you, Essie, and when she starts walking, I kind of just slide my hand to the back of his shell, and then at the same time start pushing my foot in front of his. Kind of like trying to push him into it.
So you're trying to push me over while tripping me in the front, kind of thing.
Yeah, like push you into my leg to get that trip.
Hmm. I almost want to have Essie just like he feels you start to push him, so he actually kind of like, rather than tripping and falling, kind of just rolls and pops back up, and then turns around and looks at you. So like you don't actually get a trip on him. He kind of just like responds to what you go to do and rolls out of everything, so he doesn't actually fall on his face.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I'll look at Kagu and say, "No more bread for you." And and then I turn and start walking. I don't know. I still don't know if I know where I am yet, but I assume if we're done here, we head towards like the library or wherever
Yeah.
we can try to find the rest of our party.
Okay.
I am down for that.
All right, now we're gonna cut to Marcel, as you guys kind of make your way out of that. And also, I just want to say, sidebar, I think it might be my favorite friendship / rivalry happening in the story right now is the Essie Trot Kagu. It's just trying so hard to fuck with each other, or more like Kagu trying to fuck with him and just failing at every turn. All right, we're gonna cut over to Marcel. Marcel, what are you doing currently?
I am looking. Just got done. He just got done talking with Corvus. He's wandering around and he's trying to find Kreslin and shit. But they don't really know like where she had gone after this point and everything. So he's like probably trying to see if anybody's seen her just around or saw like which direction she went and whatever. So he can get an idea of where to go.
Okay. Yeah, you're eventually able to find a orb, Marcel, and you're able to get directions to the library, which is on. Oh, that's right. The library's on the second floor. So yeah, you're able to get directions up to the Xantharian archives, and on your way, you kind of pass a variety of students. Since classes are over for the day, there are kind of people around. There are most of your class is obviously like everybody's kind of split up doing their own thing, right? But you are able to kind of like give me a perception check, Marcel, just to see who you're able to see. You're able to find see people from even like the other Royal Academy houses as well.
All right. Cool. I'll guide myself. I'll guide myself. Perception. Right.
Eight. Let's see what we can find. That's the wrong note. You see Morgan Darkwater in the hall. And if you don't remember who that is, this is her in the chat. In the hall, and she's just kind of like looking at some of the things, like some of the where'd you guys be at specifically? You'd probably be around the. I'll let you pick, Bigfoot. Will you be around the staircase right now, or would you say you are on the first floor, second floor, or on the staircase to the floor 2?
At this point?
Yeah, at this point, where do you think you'd be?
It's
kind of up to you. All it's gonna do is kind of give you a description of where you're at, kind of deal.
Okay, I think we're in the on the first floor in the transition period of like he ain't got on the stairs yet to get to the second floor to go. Cause you said that the orb was taking me to the library, right?
Yeah.
And everything. So like, if it was starting to go in that general direction, I didn't need directions anymore. I know where the library is, and everything. If like, so like, it was most likely that he would have been like en route himself to on the first floor to go there and shit. So like, he probably would have been in like the transitional phase of like getting on the stairs when he sees her.
Okay. Yeah, so you see Morgan Darkwater kind of standing there, and she's just kind of looking up at the goddammit, where the fuck? Here it is. Looking at some of the stained glass windows that kind of are around kind of that staircase, and just kind of looking out at them. That's kind of what she's up to right here. And then if you don't like want to engage her or just kind of go up the stairs, you can go up the stairs as well. But she is just kind of hanging out there.
He'll look at he'll like walk up as like he's making a move into that area, and like he'll walk out but like slightly beside her, everything, and like he'll like look at the glass that she's looking at, and see which one she's looking at specifically, and he'll be like, what does it look like? Like before I
The
say
stained
that.
glass.
Yeah.
It looks like. How do I have my description here?
Do your shot, Marcel. Roll for Riz.
It ain't even about that. Yeah, I just want lore.
They don't really have a specific like design on them. They're just like really like beautiful colored like stained glass. They don't particularly have anything lore wise on them that you could recognize at least. They're so now some of the carvings that are kind of like a little further up on the staircase there's probably some stuff you might recognize. It really depends.
Yeah, like I said, I just need to know for like what I'm gonna say. But
Yeah.
yeah, he walks up and he's looking, same thing. He's like, it's he's like, it's great, it's great artistry, isn't it? And the like as he like it's just casual conversation starting. Like he's just like, yeah, it's beautiful. Albeit kind of just simple, which I don't know about you. I didn't like coming to the academy. I wouldn't have thought that it would like it would be that simple. Like when you look at the art of like the glass and everything, especially compared to some of the different sculptures and things we have around and everything. But you know, I guess each their own. But still beautiful and everything. Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're Morgan, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you, but I don't know if we've ever.
She looks over at Marcel and she just kind of goes, ugh, and turns and walks off. Doesn't even give you the time of day.
Rustlin peeks around. Dang. Creeps back.
Love it so much.
So yeah, that happens. Actually, give me a. Oh no, I can't. I don't want to call for it. Never mind.
I was gonna ask for an insight check anyway.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
I didn't want to, but I already was gonna do it anyway. Like, all right, insight. I'll guide myself. God damn it. $17.
17.
Or no,
no more.
Insight?
Yeah.
Plus 16 plus 1 plus 2. 19.
19. You get the vibe that she is just very what's the word? Impatient right now. Just, ugh, God. You know, like, is just very, very standoffish. Like you couldn't tell that. Yeah, she just seems kind of bored, kind of standoffish, kind of impatient. Like, Lord, you know, kind of like that feeling. Um, uh, what heritage are you, Bigfoot? Uh,
Uh, just human.
just human.
I'm assuming that's what you mean.
Give me. Hmm. How much experience would Marcel have around elves?
Probably a fair amount and everything. I don't know the exact, like me, the player. I don't know the exact makeup of the Pyraster kingdom and shit, right?
I got you.
But,
It's a mix.
but I would assume that like it's a vast mix of like a bunch of different races. So it's like elves aren't uncommon
Okay.
in any sense and everything. So it's like it's probably he probably knows like quite a few and shit.
Give me history check.
All right.
Let's see if you recognize something about Morgan here.
All right. I will guide myself as well for this.
Pretty easy to notice.
+4 is 15.
15. Pretty easy to notice that she is not a full-blooded elf. She is half elf. In base D&D, she'd technically be half drow. But obviously, in my world, drow is just what we use for that kind of set of aesthetics more than the history of the drow.
Gotcha.
But she is like a half elf, basically. So, and that can be kind of. It really depends. Like it really depends on the elf and the half elf particularly and their family and how they, kind of interact with each other on a case by case basis. But Marcel, sometimes it can be like they feel like they got something to prove, you know, to some people. So it really, you know, that's something you kind of notice about Morgan is that she is a half elf. As she kind of walks away, you're able to kind of decipher that from. She doesn't have quite those full elven features.
Yeah. All right. As she's walking away, he'll like make his way, like up the stairs to the to the library and whatnot on his way to look for her. And I'm like, I'm so happy. I got all this lore. I got so much more information on her. We didn't know shit about it. Now I have an idea. I love it. Why I couldn't resist talking to her. I was like, there's no way. But yeah, he'll just head up head up the stairs after that and go to the library. Where he's assuming Kreslin is at this point. You don't know where, but like somewhere in here. And yeah, he'll try and meet up with her and Casas and shit. See what's going on.
Okay. Are you still in the library, Kreslin?
Yes. So yeah.
Casas, I think it's safe to say you're probably also in this library.
Yep.
This point. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Marcel, you're able to spot Kreslin. You'll have to make a perception check to find Ocasas because he specifically was trying to not be found in a specific moment.
Got you.
So, but you do see Kreslin.
All right. So then, So I'll go over to Chris and be like, you were already in the library, so well, lessons learned, I guess. Hey, no, me and Ocassus were gonna do, finish up our homework for the evening, and then maybe do a little bit of research on. Also, I asked this to President as I've asked to everybody else, like, what, like, what languages do you speak, if any? Besides common.
Right. Sorry. I speak
If
Elvish and Infernal.
oh, great.
Why are you asking?
Just has been, and he'll start speaking in Infernal. He'll be like, just as an extra layer of precaution for if we're, we're talking and we might be overheard by others and everything. Not everybody knows many languages and things, so it's better to have like a secondary layer when speaking. Just there's an extra layer. Like some people probably know the language and will still talk quieter, but it's like, better to when we're talking about like, the some of the things we're uncovering during this investigation.
Right.
Everything.
I'm expecting you to know Infernal. What other? She clears her throat because she hasn't like spoken Infernal for some time. So, she'll ask, how many other languages do you speak?
Like, not many, including common. I only speak 7.
Huh? 7?
Yeah. Common, Dwarvish, Primordial, Draconic, Celestial, Elvish, and Infernal. Just a couple.
Interesting. Anyways, yes. I got sidetracked by this book. Gonna see if I could check this book out for later on. I was supposed to do homework and I got distracted. Wait, you said a cost? Where's the cost? He's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Where are the others?
In this moment, he stalls out for a second as he's like, Gagu, and as he went to the mess hall to get some food after our training, by them on their own, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, no, nothing could happen. It's a straight shot to the mess hall, right? There couldn't be anything in between. Never mind. They're fine. They're fine.
We've been to the mess hall for so many times now. It's not like they could get lost.
There's no way. It's a pause. It's a pause. Plus, all they'd have to do is ask any of this. What are they called, Josh? Are they like sprites, or have we gotten a name for the little balls of light and everything?
Nah, they're kind of like. I should give them a name actually. I'll give them a name by the next time we play, unless something hits me here.
Got you. All right, so
but,
then he'll be like,
but you can call them like guiding orbs or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Well, the guiding wolves would be able to help them even if they did. So there's no reason for them not to have made it there and everything. So I'm worried for no reason. So right, there's Ocassus, and he'll like try and look around and try and figure out where Ocassus is.
Oh yeah.
As he's looking around, I look around too because I've been here this whole time and he hasn't been here. So I look around as well. I was like, has he?
Okay.
Been here the whole time and didn't say hi.
You can both roll perception, or one of you can roll with advantage.
What's your plus?
+3.
Listen, yes, I was like you, not I,
Really?
but you. Girl,
Okay.
why are you playing with me?
All right. Rolling.
Also, I got you.
Plus D4.
Yeah.
Plus a d4.
You want me to roll it or you? It was better. Yep, you.
Well, that's
22.
22. You're able to spot Ocassus kind of over in this. Where would you say Ocassus is, Phenom, specifically? Like what when he went to kind of like, I need to go somewhere private. Like, describe the area that you are in that's kind of private right now.
I mean, I imagine it's like some kind of, I don't know how big this is, corner of the room or the area, and kind of trying to find a seat like behind some kind of shelves, like zigzag, like it's like I feel like every library has this one spot that is weirdly placed, but you need to know that it's there to be able to really find somebody there, because nobody's looking in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where all the boring books are, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're
At
definitely in
least
that
from
spot.
what he would find, because it's I don't assume that he is very knowledgeable in where everything is located in this library. So just from the first few glances, he would pick a spot that's just not like, I don't know, nobody can able to see me, but in terms of somebody's coming around there, maybe not, just lessen the chance that he will be seen looking at
I got you.
whatever this is.
We lost Juan for a minute there. His power went out, but it's coming back
Oh
on.
no.
Okay, but let's flash back a smidge here, because you have some time, Ocassus, and you were looking in that book for something.
Yes.
And you were fixing to look at, specifically, what were you going to look at? Did you say? I can't remember. You had just worked at you had just looked at the major houses, and
Yeah,
you were going to
and
look
then
at
the lesser known
the
ones.
lesser known ones. Got you.
Yes.
Give me an investigation check,
Alrighty.
and this will give you
That is a
shit.
13.
13. This will give you a chance to look at some of the lesser known houses. I'm going to give you 2, and you're going to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d6 for me. 2 times.
D6 once and going twice. 5 and a 2.
All right. The first house that you're able to come across in this, and this isn't like you can't look in this book ever again, but what you're able to discern in this time right now before they find you is you find about a lesser house known as Aetherwing. They were known for their mastery over wind and sky. Their bloodline power appears to be an aerokinesis with a unique ability to create semi-solid constructs from air. And their historical significance is that they were crucial in establishing early communication networks across the entire continent of Valderon, the world of Valderon. And that their current status is that they're diminished but still active. Like, they primarily serve as kind of like diplomats and messengers. And in the other one, you rolled a 5. You learn about a house called House Vita Spirit. They seem to have a mastery over life force and kind of spiritual energy. Their bloodline power is Vita Kinesis. They kind of have the ability to manipulate life energy, heal, communicate with spirits type of bloodline power. They played a crucial role. They played crucial roles during times of like plagues or great spiritual crises. Um, their current status is like they're active, but keeping kind of like a low profile. You can often find them in like healing professions or spiritual kind of leadership roles, and that's about all you're able to get to when you see. You probably hear Marcel or Kreslin coming before you actually see them. So, how do you react to hearing them kind of looking for you or kind of coming around this corner that you were hidden in?
All right. I would like to maybe. Do I have some kind of knowledge how the books are organized here? As in, I mean, this whole place is probably magical. Like, I just want to know if I would be able to put the book somewhere else. And
And see if it would magically move or something. Is that
yeah, like if it obviously, I don't know. If I heard something of you put the wrong book there, alarm goes off and somebody knows and picks it up and puts it where it was, then I would put it back where I found it. Otherwise, I would try to put it maybe some kind of back row and also would use my ability alarm to set like kind of a point around it's maybe just slightly around the book, so I'll get notified if somebody takes it. I definitely want to spend more time reading.
Give me a history check. See if you can recall something in your time here so far, which is like just the last couple days, on how the library might be organized here.
It's a 23.
Damn. 23. Okay. So, what you've been able to recall from just hearing things in the hallways and from faculty as they kind of go to and from class is, you heard a conversation that somebody was having maybe with a senior student about how once a week, like the library has a magically catalogs its contents, so it would automatically kind of shuffle back to where it should be after a certain period of time. You don't know the period of time, but sometime within a week, it would probably get moved back to wherever it kind of goes to. It's supposed to go to.
Okay. Then I would probably still hide it somewhere else.
Still hide it.
Because I would assume after reading the content that it was also not supposed to be in the place where I first found it. So it doesn't matter if it's there or at the place where I hide it. Or not hide it, but put it. So yeah, I would put it there, and also if there's enough time, if not, I'll try to, before we leave, take some time to set up the alarm around it.
Okay.
Just so.
My question to you, Phenom, is: are you trying to do all of this before they see you?
It depends, because I mean, how long does it take to put this one? 1 minute to put the alarm one. I would probably, because we said that we wanted to go here together, so as soon as I hear them, I would probably find a spot where I can put the book.
Okay.
And if that's within a minute,
I will give you finding a spot for it. But if you want to try to put the alarm on it, you're gonna have to make a roll.
Okay. I mean, sure.
All right. So, what I want you to do is do a. This is gonna be a speed-based thing.
Known to be fast.
Yeah. So what it's gonna be is just roll a d20 and add your dex modifier to it. So you can just roll dex, and then depending on who's coming around the corner, probably Kreslin, since you won the roll. Kreslin, you rolled dex as well.
A straight dex roll or a
straight dex roll? Just roll it from your character sheet.
Wish I could guide you.
All right, let's do this.
right.
18.
So Okasis wins the roll. You're able to set the alarm before Kreslin comes around the corner, and she doesn't see you do it. So, guys, you don't know about this unless he tells you.
I'm walking up to where Acosta is, and I'm walking a little slower than usual, and I just knock on the shelf that's blocking him from our view. I just knock on it like twice, and then peek my head around. I was like, Acosta?
He will probably, as he hears them, kind of look like he's looking at just the books in the shelf, and then just be like, "Oh, there you are. We were looking for you." And then,
He tries to act casual.
Yep.
Were you here this whole time?
Yeah, I was just looking around because
Did you get here before I did, or did I get here before you did?
I'm not sure when you got here. Would have I've seen her before? I'm not sure if there's like different.
If this is
kind
up to
of
you guys. This
entrances.
has got nothing to do with
I'd known
me.
you were here. I would have asked you to. You could have sat where I was sitting.
Well, I was just looking through what they have here, so maybe find something interesting to read over the next couple of weeks, months. How long we will
Found
be
this
here.
really interesting book about Leviathan, or the journey about Leviathan. Story about. I don't know. It's really good.
That's good to know. I've seen a few things here that might be interesting, so I think I could spend a little bit of time over the next days, weeks here, and then he would just
checking out the
slowly.
books.
What?
You know how it works if we're allowed to check out books? Do we ask or do we just take it?
Can you repeat that? You were cutting off halfway.
Do you know how we check out books from here?
Actually, well, Josh, would I know? Because I know how the rearranged thing is, so maybe if I know that, I would also know how it works, or is that just a random
So you can take a book, but within a week it will be kind of returned, part of the cataloging. You could also get the same book again. You just have to go find it in the library again. Everything except what should be in the restricted section.
Okay. I just imagine somebody in his room reading the book on Sunday. Bloop. Oh, wait, it's gone. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll probably tell her that how it works. And yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's, but also interesting. I kind of want to know how it really works and when it happens, especially. So maybe.
But for the person who's studying.
Yeah, maybe there is some like as we walk around and find Marcel, or maybe as we leaving.
Oh, I'm right there. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
had to guide her, so I was in touching distance. That's why I was like, I wish I could.
Then I'll probably look around as we are talking, and before we're leaving, maybe finding somebody I could ask about how to lend a book from this place, and maybe then also ask when this reset or whatever catalog thing happens.
Oh yeah, okay. You're able to find somebody. I don't have an NPC rolled up for this, but you're able to find like a basic member of faculty that kind of manages the some of the stuff here. Eventually, after some searching, you're able to find them as they're kind of like dusting of books, and you see they're kind of standing there. It's kind of like it's a woman with like kind of like graying red hair, and she's kind of putting a book up, and you see it kind of she's putting a book up called Love Across the Ley Lines, a magical romance. It says nobody ever returns anything like they're supposed to. Thank goodness for the magical cataloging system, or this book would be lost. It's the sands of time, probably. And she kind of turns to look at you, Okasis, and says, "Yeah, can I help you, young man?"
Yes, please. We would like to know how we could take a book with us, and what are the regulations there when we need to return it. And yeah.
She looks at you and says, "Well, you can take any of the books from the basic section, and as long as you get it cleared, you're totally okay to keep it for probably about as long as you need. Any extended period of time, and it will be reset to return to its place on the shelves automatically. Thank goodness for that, because you wouldn't believe how many students just take books and don't bring them back. I've been working all day and night for it. You would not believe it, young man. Like." She just kind of drones on and on and on and on.
I can't imagine, but could you tell me when would this happen? Is that a set date or?
Oh, it'll be probably it'd be like 7 days after you cross the library threshold there.
Ah, okay. Well, then I look at Kreslin and be like, yeah, now we know. And thank her for telling us that, and then probably turn around again.
Yeah. Happy learning. All right.
Then he probably looks at Marcel and be like, okay, we wanted to do our homework, or do we have something else to do first?
I think homework first. And homework first is to get it out of the way, so we don't have to do that for the rest of. I don't have to worry about that tomorrow, and then we can do more research into our other curiosities afterwards. Everything. So we have homework from Magic Beast, right? Josh, if I'm remembering correctly, we have homework from Magic Beast, and you might have homework from herbology. But I don't believe we got anything from the Crucible nor
Magic theory.
Yeah, magic theory.
Yeah, for the sake of this, we just call it homework. I'm not gonna make you guys specifically. I'm not gonna make you guys specifically right now. All this isn't real school.
I can't relive high school.
No. I also don't want to have to keep track of that as a DM, because that would be like insane. Because I would literally be a teacher at that point.
But honestly, Josh, it would have been so cool if you actually did give us homework.
Well, it may come
now
up.
that you're not. It would have been cool.
But it would have been cool.
I'm gonna get keen mind, and I don't have to do shit.
For the sake of this, for homework, all we're gonna do is we'll do a skill check. That's all we'll do, and how well you do on that will be how well you complete your homework. However, I will not say that we will not forever do like if it's something important that you need to do, we might go hard in it. It really depends on what it is. I just don't want it to become something that's really tedious for you guys to have to do every single time. You know what I mean? But if it's something cool or interesting or something I think would be fun for you guys to do, then we would probably go into like deep homework, but like no, not this, not the basics. Nah, that would be I would want to die. And I'm not even a player. I'm the one managing the homework. So everybody reconvenes. Is that what's going to happen here? And then you're going to do your homework? Or actually, SE try. So hang on. I need to get order of operations here. Currently, Marcel, Okasas, Kreslin are together, going to go do homework. Kagu and SE try probably were you guys were on your way to the library, correct?
We were trying to find the party. Our assumption is that they would go to the library. I think Marcel said that's what he was going to do.
I very clearly, I said that to all of you.
Yeah. So, right as you guys are fixing to leave the library, in walks Essie Trot and Kagu. Or sorry. Well, I thought you guys were. I thought you were going to do homework. I thought you were going to. Well, yeah, we were going to do homework. I thought you were going to go to your rooms and do homework. My mistake.
No.
My mistake. That's my mistake. I made the assumption. So not as you're leaving, but Kagu and Essie kind of walk into the library for the first time, as you are all kind of standing there.
See, Kagu, I told you it was this door.
What are they doing? Who willingly comes into a library?
Us?
Oh, you're right.
Do we hear this? Do
I
I
mean,
hear this?
I mean, I want. It's a library, and I don't know if they're being quiet.
Who willingly comes in? No, I'm just playing.
Oh no, they're rubbing off each other.
Kagu, look, or there's Kreslin, Okasis. No,
You're right. Let's go to them.
but no, I assume they're just kind of, no one's hiding or anything now, right? They're just kind of in the library.
Yeah,
So
I would say they're not even doing their homework yet. They just finished talking to the red-haired, gray-haired lady.
gotcha. Oh, there they are, Kagu. So we'll come over.
Yep.
Oh,
Party's
we found some
reunited.
food and got some snacks, and now what have you guys been doing?
Yeah. Cresselin.
Why did you talk to me directly like that?
I don't know. You're just the one that was right there in front of me.
Well, I came up here to start my homework, but I got distracted by another book. I'm behind. And then Marcel came up saying that he was looking for me in a Colossus, and then I noticed the Colossus sitting over there. And then now we just reconvened.
I figured Marcel would be out there talking to the other students. He seems to do that a lot.
Sweet.
He's right there.
Yeah, I'm right here. One, but also, not unfair. I do like to mingle. But also, I did tell you I was coming to the library, like looking for President Hurst, but I was coming straight here.
Yeah, but knowing the way you are, you like to chat, so I figured I'd probably find you somewhere in the hallway with
In the
another
hallway?
student.
How was the mess hall? Did y'all get something to eat?
What?
Oh, we never found it,
Huh.
but we did get food.
Mm-hmm. It was delicious.
What?
Where else are they serving food?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. It was this room we found. It was really nice. We sat on
Yeah.
this nice chair, and they
Mhm.
had fruit, and I even had some dessert.
Just
it was very
room?
inviting.
Just
Yeah, it's
just a room?
Yeah,
It
it's a
had
room
food.
with walls.
Yeah,
food.
Kagu found it.
Mm-hmm.
Were there other students there?
Yeah.
No,
We
that's the
didn't s-
thing. That's the great part about it. There was no one there.
There
No one.
was No one there.
Mm-hmm.
There was food.
Can I roll?
I also feel like I need to roll.
Is
What are
that
you
like
rolling for?
Is that like so there was a room that had food, nice chairs, and there weren't any other students there. So
That's true,
out of
yeah.
order of operations, could I like just make an assumption? I don't know if it's something you could roll for an assumption, but could I like try to like figure
Trying to
this
beat the
thing
info
out?
of us.
You want to use your like intuition
Yeah.
to see if you could. I would argue that's probably an investigation check.
Okay.
It at the very least would be the same stats.
Could I also make that?
You
as
certainly
well?
can. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I will guide myself.
14.
I mean, it's not very hard to figure out what it is. So let's see Bigfoot's roll here.
Damn.
19 plus 4, 23.
You're both able to figure it out fairly quickly that that's probably the damn staff room, the faculty room.
Yeah, it was. This room was really great. I have no idea what it was.
We should do our homework there.
Yeah, there's snacks, guys.
You know what? I'm not gonna correct them. Nope. I'm just gonna let them think that it was just a special room just for them two. I'm not gonna say anything.
I look at Marcel looks at Kreslin as she's noping out of this with like this expression of like he's like, I feel the need to correct them, but I just don't. I don't feel it.
I changed the subject to start pulling out like all my notes from my classes and sit back down at the table. And I start working on my homework.
Wait, you don't want to go to the special room?
We have homework to do.
Yeah, we have homework, and we're already here. And plus, we in Dwarvish Marcel switches the Dwarvish real quick, and he reminds Hikaru that like he's like, we also weren't coming here specifically just for the just for homework. And we're also going to do research, remember? So it's the library is the only place that probably has an abundance of information for that.
Research.
They have a point, Kagu.
Okay.
And we already ate.
Yeah, they're missing out. I do have a question. Do any of y'all know how to lockpick?
Like I'm gonna regret. Why?
Well, I mean, you can't answer a question with a question. Can you just let me know if you can or not?
I do not
And then-
personally have that skill set now.
Ocasis?
I'm gonna ask you the question again. What kind of lock and why?
Well, I don't necessarily know that it was a lock. I just know that I I knocked on this thing to try to open it, and it didn't open.
Well,
Maybe-
I might have something for it, but if you want
Yes.
it to be discreet, that's probably not the way to do it.
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I could try something, but it will be maybe not loud, but noticeable.
Can you elaborate?
I mean, you probably guessed what type of person I am, and I got a thing for this.
Okay. Maybe when there's not so many people around.
All right.
Okay. Homework?
And head in hands. Marcel had at this point. Head in hands. I'm just like homework. Yes. Okay. Let's get to this. Knock this out.
Okay.
And we get started on homework.
All right, we're gonna do a skill challenge here for homework to see how well you guys do.
Yeah. Let's go.
Can I do a strength check?
No. All right. The very first things that I need from you guys, as some of the homework that you have contains arcane symbols, I need, and these are individual skill challenges, not a group skill challenge. So, if you can figure out a way to help each other, or maybe not, we'll see. But first, check. I need a Arcana check from everybody as you are kind of deciphering these arcane symbols in some of your homeworks. And I know that this is specifically not like I have homework from these classes. This is just kind of generic homework for you guys.
Everyone?
Everyone?
For everybody, yep.
Can I do something?
Depends on what you want to do.
Can I like try to like look over to Ocasis's like homework and kind of like peek at what he's doing?
I said it in the moment we started going to class. This is gonna happen.
All right, give me 2
Can I like
seconds.
roll? Can I roll like this? Like I don't know, something else, deception or something?
Sleight of hand?
Perception?
No, deception. I mean, I guess you're like I don't know, stealth, sleight of hand.
Honestly, I could see that skill working with just about any of those options. But hang on first.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get successes and failures here.
All right. Give me a sec. Arcana?
Arcana, yep.
All right, I'll guide myself. Well,
Fucking S.
all right, so that's 10.
10 total.
10 total.
All right. Which one do you want to do, Kagu?
I will do. Just say stealth, I guess.
You're trying to do it without him noticing, and you're trying to peek at it. Yeah, roll stealth.
Mhm. Damn. 15.
You say damn like it was bad.
What's your passive perception, Ocasis?
Probably not that high.
Oh wait, I have a way to
you-
check this. You don't even have to tell me. You don't even have to say it. I have it right here.
Where do I see it? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, he's able to copy you. So what I'm going to let you do, one, is I'll let you roll with advantage on your Arcana check.
Wait, I can't just take his roll?
No, it's never that easy, son.
Arcana with advantage?
Advantage.
Yeah. Again.
Look at that.
You copy it. You copy it even better than I did.
Then what you...
Yeah, actually, you even probably score just a little bit better. No, what it is that you're able to copy it without making it look like you copied. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I'm gonna need Next, as you guys kind of turn your next page over, so here's how I kind of picture homework, by the way. You know how in school we used to have like an agenda, and you'd have a little book that kind of you carry around with you, and that have your classes and all that on you. What you guys probably have in your inventory is something like that, and what it is like the pages are blank, and then each day you have homework that just appears on them magically for the end of the, and it's all kind of basic stuff you would kind of learn over time as you're kind of here at the academy. So as you kind of turn the next page, what happens is a maze kind of rises up out of one of the pages, like almost like a 3D printed maze, that you guys kind of have to find your kind of navigate through with like a pen or kind of like a drawing stick or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And this one you can either do a wisdom perception check or an intelligence investigation check. To see if you can successfully complete the maze, or how quick you would do it and all that.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Wisdom or intelligence?
It can be a wisdom perception or an intelligence investigation. So, a perception check or
Ability?
investigation check. Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. Is an
Ability
investigation
check or
check.
saving?
Investigation check or perception check. Don't look at wisdom or intelligence. Forget I said that. That's just how I have it written in my notes.
Wait, what?
Perception check. A perception check or investigation check, Juan. Either of those. Don't
Okay.
worry about saving throws.
Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Ooh.
I thought I was gonna get a 1.
All right, I'll guide myself. 11 total investigation for me.
Three of us rolled 11. That's crazy.
I need to write my own notes clearer, apparently. Okay. So, you're all able to get through the maze eventually. Essie, you finish way before the others do. And you're quite confident in your ability to remember mazes.
It's not always a good thing.
Um, Alright. For the last part of this skill challenge, you turn a page and this kind of like magical artifact, kind of like, think of it like a box. Think of it like a puzzle box. Kind of appears in front of you, and it's all kind of scrambled up and in different pieces. And it is the task here is to reassemble it. So you need to make a dexterity check. So just roll dexterity.
So, is it purely dexterity?
This one is, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
But if you can make an argument for something else, make the argument.
Well,
You might win me over.
You said a puzzle thing, and I am proficient with chess, so like thinking ahead and having it memorized in my head and trying to figure out the best position, I would argue, if that's how I imagine it, would help me in this
I'll give you advantage.
task. All right, just dexterity, right?
Yep, just dexterity.
17.
I got a natural 20.
Hey.
Dexterity.
Ooh.
All right, I'll guide myself.
What do you mean? Ooh.
I mean,
Don't look at my roll.
ooh.
I'll guide myself. So 18 total.
Side
Alright.
question, above table question. Is anyone else's dice rolling on the screen?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah, see more.
Do you not see yours?
No.
Maybe
Oh.
reload Forge
Oh, okay.
and see if that fixes it.
Continue.
And that time passes and you guys complete your homework. Whether you did well or not, you won't know until class review at the end of the week.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, that was fairly easy. I think I did pretty well.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'll assume so.
I really like the maze.
Why? Are you like a maze expert?
I'm amazing.
That was the knee slapper.
How much time has passed? Like, what time would
yeah.
you
For
say?
probably like a couple hours, to be
Oh.
honest with you. There's more than that. It's just you guys got through the skill challenge.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Nice.
Just want to make sure it works.
Oh,
All right.
Kagu.
Yes.
Books.
Books.
Hmm. Do you think they have any on claws?
You're right. We
Claws?
haven't. Yeah. So
What claws?
we ran into some claws.
You
Essie, if you
ran
want to
into some
elaborate,
claws?
you have claws
Hmm.
yourself.
I found marks, but then I couldn't see them. But they were like claws, like glowing claws.
Yes.
You found claw marks,
Yeah, like
Hmm.
claw marks. Look like.
and they disappeared.
Um,
Oh wait, I got a question, Josh. Am I still feeling the effects of whenever I touch the pillar?
No, it's worn off by now.
Okay. And do I know if by touching that is what resulted into me feeling that way or no?
I'll leave that up to you. Like that is. Do you think Kagu would notice, or do you think Kagu wouldn't notice?
I don't think so.
Son, yeah, okay.
I just got some food in my belly and
Do
I
you
was good.
do you think it would be possible for him to figure it out? Like, do you think you could make a roll that would make you think he would
I
figure it out?
would.
That's what
I would
caused
think
it or
so.
not?
Maybe if we like kind of conversated together
Okay.
and then popped up.
hmm.
So for now,
We
you think
never
it's normal. Sorry.
Yeah, for now.
Continue on.
We never saw anything but the claw mark.
Claw
Yeah,
marks, and
It's it sort of looked like it was coming from outside into the room we were heading into.
Into the hall, yes.
Yeah.
outside into the hall, and then did it go to a specific area? Did it just disappear? Did
So picture this. Me and Nessie were walking down the hallway, right? Well, I was running after one of those orby things to see if we could find the mess hall. And I couldn't catch it. So I followed Essie around, found that amazing room, and on the way there, I believe we found these claws, three claws, I believe, and like as he said, it was kind of pulsating in and out, and it looked like it was coming from the outside, and it stopped at a pillar. So, yeah.
Stone.
You
I
have
wonder
anything?
though if there's a way to find more information, like a book here, or if we could talk to Huntsman Falconbane. It must have been a creature.
That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
we can ask and see if there's more information and everything. Plus, I mean, that's why we're in the library, to look for more information on all of these things. But claws inside. So it stopped at the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Why the pillar?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I did attempt to touch it to see if I felt the marks, but I just got tired and needed something to eat.
Yes, and all the marks disappeared. There's a librarian here, right?
There's like I wouldn't call her a librarian, more like a member of the faculty staff, but yeah.
Is there
Did-
an easy way to like go through the books at all, or is it just kind of like searching slowly, or is she the best one to ask?
She might be able to help you find something specific, or you can search. Up to you guys.
I want to talk to the librarian.
Okay.
What was her name?
She didn't have one. Nobody asked.
Excuse me, librarian? I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you. Hopefully I'm not bothering her too much.
She kind of turns over to you and says, "Oh, you can call me Prudence. I'm not the librarian. I just here and try to help keep track of things. Can I help you, young sir?"
Is
So,
there
young
an-
sir, you appear to be getting a phone call.
As he starts vibrating.
Sorry, continue on, Aaron.
Is there an area for books on magical creatures? Maybe even like tracking magical creatures?
She's like, "Oh yes, in that section over there," and she kind of points out to a section over in one area of the library. It starts at A and goes all the way down to Z, depending on which particular book you're looking for. Good luck.
Wow.
Thank you.
That wasn't very much help, Essie.
Well, we only have from A to Z.
Well, who's gonna start?
Suppose I'll look real quick.
All right,
I'll
give
walk
me
over and attempt to find something.
an investigation check with advantage since you asked the librarian for help. Not the librarian, but the faculty, the library staff member. Jesus.
All right. Marcel, any chance for help with this?
No problem. Find help and I'll come over and guide him.
Never mind, I'm good.
Holy shit.
First of all,
It could have been either of those, though.
I said I would, and I
a
did.
four.
25.
25. Okay. Okay, you definitely find more than what I have ready for you. Give me a second. Okay, let me get a couple of my books open. Alright, the first book that you find, S.E. Trot, is one called Cryptozoology of the Shadowfen by Thaddeus Gloomwatcher. And you also find
Cryptozoology of the what? Shadow?
I'll put it in chat for you.
Okay.
How about that?
I think that
That'll
was
make
the
it-
author. Shadow Gloom, you said? Something Shadow Gloom. That is. Oh, Gloom Watch. Where the hell did I get Shadow Gloom from?
From Shadowfen. Probably. You're specifically looking about creatures, yeah?
Yeah, more specifically, I guess like markings and tracks, like footprints and claw marks and like those kind of things when trying to track magical creatures, like what they leave behind.
I got you. Alright, so the book is a thick leather-bound tome with a very dark green cover. It has a silver embossing on the spine and cover, and it depicts various cryptid silhouettes. Kind of has like a slightly musty smell to it, suggesting that it's very old. The pages appear yellowed but well preserved, with occasional kind of water stains on it. I'm gonna give you you rolled really fucking high is the thing, so you kind of found almost exactly what you're looking for. This specific book contains the introduction to the Shadowfen region. It has a section on the mythology of cryptozoological research. It has cataloged creatures with about 20 entries in it. There's eyewitness accounts, local legends, there's theories on magical influence and cryptid evolution, and extensive bibliography and like a reference section. As you kind of thumb through it, there's some notable chapters in here, one of which being the Lurkers in the Mist, which tends to be about swamp-dwelling creatures. Echoes of the Forgotten, which is kind of like a section on spectral and undead entities. And Amalgams and Abominations, which covers magically created or mutated beasts.
Okay.
How deep are you going into this book right now? That's my question to you.
This is how deep into it? I mean, I see my first looking thing was trying to find anything that had results of tracking, but
the same track marks.
If I think back to the claws and comparing them to like my claws, did they seem like a little bigger or like a lot bigger?
A lot bigger. A lot bigger.
I might glance more at maybe like the Abomination and what was it? Something in Abominations?
Amalgams. I am fucking butchering.
Okay.
Fucking butchering the word right now, my friend. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. So
you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like it has like bigger creatures there. Like maybe I'd glance through that part a little bit more. I'd at least first look through like if there's a like a table of contents section in the beginning to like get a list of like what all's in the book.
All right. So as you go through the table of contents, your eyes kind of well, no, I'm gonna say what's in there. There's a so on top of the other chapters. So there's Lurkers in the Mist, Echoes of the Forgotten, and the Abominations chapter. But there's also a chapter called Spectral Canines, called Hounds of Shadow and Spirit, as well. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking through. Yeah. So that's in the table of contents.
Okay. I don't know if I have a memory of like anything for the claws necessarily. I feel like I'm between Abominations and maybe the Spectral Canines.
Okay.
Both of which sounds like they'd have claws more so maybe. Especially something that's going to be glowy. Though Echoes might have glowy stuff too, but maybe look at Spectral Canines first and then Abominations.
Okay. So as you're kind of going through the Spectral Canines chapter, you see the title. The title of the chapter is called Hounds of Shadows and Spirits. But as you go through it, you see a subsection on here called the Nighthound of Whispering Woods, which has has vaguely reminiscent story about a necromancer of terrible power and insatiable curiosity. It goes into details about this thing called the Wraithhound in the book that you've got. That immediately hits you as you've heard this before, and that it has some details on its appearance and believed to be its appearance and believed abilities. So it's described as a spectral canine creature, something kind of like a shadowy or ethereal form, and that its form may shift between that of a massive shadowy wolf or a skeletal humanoid figure, and that the creature is said to have glowing red eyes. Some of the abilities mentioned that it might have is shapeshifting, words are hard, guys. Incorporeal form. Let's go with that. Supposedly maybe shadow manipulation, fear induction, maybe paralysis, or is some of its believed abilities. Said to be active during nights, particularly during nights with blood red moons. It might possibly consume souls. It's thought to be able to travel through the shadow realms. There's speculation of its powers being tied to lunar cycles. So a lot of stuff like that. There are also like some notes in here from previous readers, and there's a note that says fatigue question mark on it. There are some references to other works, books kind of written in here. One in particular called Necromantic Bindings and Their Consequences. And there's also, as you kind of like, you come across a page in it that has a hand-drawn map of the Whispering Woods. And it has markings on it that says Wraithhound sightings question mark on it. Sorry, I know I just gave you like a shitload of lore, but you rolled like really fucking high.
Sure. I guess I'll look at this and like, oh my gosh, guys, look.
What is it?
Marcel?
I'm
Ocasas?
right there.
Wasn't it one of you who were telling us the story of this hound?
Not me.
Me? Yes. Yes. This is more information. And then I guess I like go over Essie's shoulder, like look over Essie's shoulder and like see what he's reading. And like on him. Okay. So explicitly have shape-shifting qualities and capabilities. The colonize.
And what's this map?
Right. Is what is the map detailing? Josh? Or is
Possible
it-
sightings in the Whispering Woods.
yeah,
of
possible
Wraithhound.
sightings. That's what I thought. Possible
Yeah.
sightings. Is there a pattern to the sighting?
No,
Okay, so it's just random.
random. And it just says sightings question mark, not necessarily.
Yeah. It's
Straight
like
up.
maybe not.
Does anyone know how far the Whispering Woods are?
Well, depending, not terribly far from the school, if that's what you mean. We were quite near the Richmond Woods during Magical Beast class. and
Wait,
everything.
what was those called? What was those woods called?
The Whispering Woods.
No, where we had our class.
The Whispering Woods.
And what did Essie just ask for?
The Whispering Woods.
So, why are we debating on how far it is?
We aren't.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Right? Okay. So, it's located in the Whispering Woods. And it's located in the Whispering Woods. Has some shape-shifting capability. It could have some shape-shifting capabilities. Also, possible ability to transport to the Shadow Realm as well. That could be a possible way that it's made its way into Actually, Josh, can I make what would this what do you think it would be to like know a bit more about the Shadow Realm and like how it connects to the like prime material, like reality and shit, right?
Okay. I'm trying to think of what you as a young scion would know about it. Let's see. Give me a history roll, Marcel.
All right. All right. Oh yeah, I'll guide myself. Uh, plus 11 plus 2 plus 4, so 17.
17. So you get, you know the basics. It's a parallel dimension on your current plane of existence. It's tied to darkness and shadows, obviously. It overlaps with the physical world, especially in areas of kind of like very deep shadow of darkness. It said that certain creatures can move between Shadow Realm and the material world. And that particularly shadow-based entities probably call this realm home. You wouldn't really know how to access it at this point in your life, I'd argue. It said there will be have corrupting or transformative effects on people or objects. Could possibly be the source of shadow magic or necromantic magics. And that it is highly dangerous. That's probably what you get.
All right. These
Is the map in the book like in the book, or is it like something folded up in the book?
It's folded up in the book.
Right. So I can like take it out without like damaging the book.
Yep.
All right. I want to take the map.
All right. You take the map.
I'll hold on to this, I think. Marcel, if you're done with this Night Hound section, I do want to glance through the abominations.
abominations.
And Josh, I just want to make sure if there's anything that catches my eye in the abominations section that I think sounds
absolutely.
maybe
Yeah. I also want to look through it as well. As
no, Marcel, this is mine. No.
I haven't touched the book. I'm looking over your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
I get into a attack stance, defending my boy Essie.
Yeah, but you got the book in your hands. I'm just reading over your shoulder.
I don't. Essie does.
I know. I'm talking to
All
him.
right. Let's look at the abominations and I'll kind of hold it where Marcel can see.
All right. So on this section, you have it's mostly about magically created or possibly mutated beasts found in the Shadowfen region. It kind of has theories on the origins of those creatures as failed magical experiments, perhaps intentional creations by dark wizards or alchemists, for example. It has some details about the results of magical pollutions or accidents. It has categories of abominations, so chimeras, which is combinations of multiple animals, for example. Magically enhanced natural creatures, and also entirely artificial life forms. it has details and descriptions of different things. That's like sketches and illustrations, list of reported sightings and encounters all over the world of different types of creatures. Has some things about magical properties, like unique abilities that they might have, like a. Let me look here as an example. Like for example, like a camouflage type feature that an abomination creature might could have. Um, it also has like uh, you know, what potential uses could this creature have in alchemy or possibly spellcasting? Also, how these creatures might affect their environments. It has also debates on the morality of creating such things as an abominations. Has arguments for and against their continued existence, how to contain them, known weaknesses, vulnerabilities, magical wards, things like that. All of
Okay.
it kind of like very basic kind of information on abominations.
Okay. So nothing
if-
for like any specific creatures or anything that really stands out or nothing.
Nothing that would stand out. It does, like, if you want to look deeper into like a specific abomination, like say you might encounter one at some point, you could look in this book and maybe find an example of it. But no, nothing that would catch Essie's eye, I would say.
Okay.
Unless you have one, and that would Essie might know of. Then we can go deeper.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good for now, Marcel, unless you want to look. Otherwise, I'll take this with me.
I mean, he's looked at the same shit that you have, so if
So,
nothing like pops out to us, he'll just be like, "No, you keep that." I want to, Josh. I want to look into, yeah, because we got a little bit more information on the right town. So now he kind of wants to look into. Like the claw thing is what's really he's staying on. Like he hasn't left that, honestly. Like his brain is like, in fact, like he actually has to ask Kagu a question because he said something that was weird that he's curious about. He was like, he like looks at him and he was like, "Hey, Kagu, earlier you were talking about the pillar and you said you touched it and you feel, I know you're already feeling hungry and tired, but when the way you described it, did you want, did you feel the need to immediately leave prior to touching the pillar? Or like, did you feel the fatigue more after you touched it?
I think he fell asleep.
Possible.
That is possible.
He's
Oh.
Kagu fell asleep.
I'm here. Sorry. Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, he basically asked you, like the way you phrased it, the way Kagu phrased it is like he like they touched the pillar and then he was immediately like, "All right, I want to go. Like, I need
Okay.
to go like grab something and everything." And Marcel was like he was like, "That's like you were already hungry and everything before that. So like, why was that the moment?" So
You
that
know, now that you mention it, I don't think I was tired before. I was just really hungry. I don't know if it hit me all of a sudden or perhaps touching the pillar made me tired. I don't know how that would be a thing. Do you have any ideas? Or
We could go back to the pillar.
Yes, it's been a few hours or whatever, right, Josh? Like, is it like how late is it look?
It is getting late.
Yep. Okay. And he's like, all right. We can go back to the pillar. Everything is getting late. We've completed the homework. Finished all the homework. We've done our due diligence in our research, in some of our research, for the most part. So, we could start making our way to well maybe, and he looks down and then he's like, right, we have not changed or bathed since the crucible. And he's like, maybe we all freshen up, have some dinner, and
Do we have time to freshen up and go get dinner? DM?
truly,
Did you leave the library?
Nope. We're still there.
we're about to.
We're
Which is
about to
why-
leave.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let me know when you leave the library, and I'll tell you what happens.
All right.
What about Ocasis and Kreslin? Do you either of you know about the Shadowfen thing?
Mm,
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
yeah.
It's
Unless-
not ringing a bell.
I mean, no, probably not.
Are you sure, Ocasis?
Yeah, I was just thinking about no. He would definitely say nope, not heard of it.
well, maybe tomorrow morning or something we could ask Falconbane for his insight.
Hmm. All right. So food?
You know what? I'm feeling kind of hungry.
Anyone
we
else?
leave
Any
now?
other thoughts?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I guess between them.
Well, I guess I'll start to head out with my book. I want to keep this book with me, though.
Okay.
I'm keeping my book with me.
All right. You all step out into the hallway, and the moment you cross the threshold, the door slams shuts behind you and locks. You have hit the school curfew, and it is time to go home and sleep.
Dorm rooms?
Mm,
Do we hear like bells or something?
You hear bells, and there is a one of the guiding balls is there to lead you home.
I'll follow the little guiding thing.
No, but no food.
Did we pass the time for food?
Well, Kreslin, Kagu and I could show you that one room that had food. It might still be open.
That is a great idea.
maybe
Could I ask
we-
the ball? Could I
And it-
ask the guiding ball if there's still time to get dinner, or do they talk? I don't know.
For the purposes of asking questions, I will say that it can talk. It responds in like an arcane, like ethereal type voice and says, "I'm sorry, Mistress Kreslin. The Great Hall is closed, and the cooks have gone to bed."
What about the special room?
The ball turns and looks at you.
No,
Which one?
The special room with the fancy furniture, bread, cheese.
I speak a little louder to Marcel and Acasus, and you know what? I'm probably too tired to eat anyways. I'm just gonna go freshen up and go to bed. It's been a long day.
Cheese,
That sounds good.
liquor. Um,
What?
sorry.
What was the last thing you said?
I said ticker.
Ticker.
Yeah.
I
That
think
that watch, that little timepiece that Essie has in his pocket, it's ticking.
we should get going before
It's made of sand.
we're later than
Sorry.
we are now.
That cracked me up. Sorry.
The last thing I
Shake
want to
the
do is
hourglass
get
next to his head.
in trouble.
Yeah.
I start walking.
Yeah. All right, go.
All right.
Yeah, as he realizes everyone is taking off and he tries to catch up.
So you make your way back down to the dorms. And you walk in and you see Corvus. And he is kind of sitting there cross-legged. And he's very casually dressed. He has on like a tunic and like a robe thing with a hood, and the hood's kind of pulled up, and you see he's kind of sitting there cross-legged, and he's got like his hands like in two fists, and they're like kind of pushed together in front of him, and he has his eyes closed, and he's just kind of breathing deeply. You guys would recognize this as he's just kind of meditating there in kind of the front room. It's very he's kind of the only one in there. It seems like everybody else has kind of gone to bed, but he's just kind of chilling in a moment to himself as he's kind of sitting there kind of cross-legged as you guys kind of walk in. You can tell he's bathed. He's clean from the crucible.
Oh. We're the only dirty ones around here, I guess.
Mhm.
Turtles don't really sweat.
Yes.
You don't sweat?
Not really.
Can I go up to, what was it that was there?
Corvus.
Can I go up to him and just like poke him?
You just reach out, you poke him with your finger or your staff?
I do it with my staff, kind of give him a little like nudge. See what happens.
He opens his eyes and looks at you. Congo, roll a perception check for me.
Perception. 18. 23.
23, okay. You see as his eyes kind of open, you see a hint of red, almost like a red glow kind of coming from his iris as he kind of opens, and it kind of dissipates as he looks up at you and says, "Oh, I didn't hear you guys come in."
I sit there and say, "Evil." I'm just playing. Okay, I just kind of walk away. Don't even say anything.
Huh. What have you all been up to? He kind of lets out a breath and he kind of gets up and stretches his legs like he's been sitting there kind of for hours, and he says, "When you guys didn't show up, I brought some food back. It's over there." He kind of indicates over to a table. It's kind of got it's got some.
Pago turns back around as soon as he hears food.
He's got. I actually made a menu earlier when you guys were going to the. You guys were gonna go get food, and then you guys didn't go. You went to the other room. So, let me tell you what's on the table. Kind of left over from the main feast he has. Okay, so there is some. There's like a couple of bowls of soup, chestnut and wild mushroom soup. There is some lamb and some trout that has kind of been seared and cut. There are some stuffed mushrooms with roasted vegetables and rice. And then there's like a few sides of like green beans with almonds and also a couple of like little dessert pies kind of over there and some teas. Yeah, I thought you guys might want something after the crucible today. I know I needed something.
Oh, thank you, Corvus. I head over to the food.
Corvus, I don't think we formally met. I'm Kreslin. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, it's no problem. No problem at all. Enjoy.
I'll grab a stuffed mushroom.
He's kind of he kind of stands up and he's already kind of stretching. He's like, ugh. Sorry, I've been. Meditation helps me kind of strengthen my mind, and the problem is sometimes I get lost in the time of it. Things get stiff, and he kind of stretches his back out. All right.
Understandable.
Under my breath, can I just be like, does it also make your eyes red?
Let's see if he
Okay.
actually hears that. Let me roll. He glances your way, Kagu. But he just kind of
Oh, he just looks at me?
he looks at you and then just kind of shrugs.
So is that an indication that he heard me or not?
He definitely heard you.
I kind of just wink at him.
He just smiles
like-
at you. He smiles a friendly smile. He's
Kind of
not
like
there's
saying, I don't know if anybody else. I mean, I don't know if it's a big thing to know, but my wink was like, your secret's mine, I guess.
Okay, I see. He kind of smiles.
That's
Yeah.
assuming nobody else saw it.
Does anybody want to make a roll to see if they saw the wink?
If,
Or even
if
heard
we,
or even heard what Kagu said, even?
As he's eating
Yeah.
trout.
He's occupied.
I haven't
I'm-
gotten to the food yet. Like I'm still in, like I think I'm still in route in between, like Corvus and the food, like because he was, Marcel was about to thank him for the food as well and shit.
Yeah,
So like
okay.
he's in between. So I think I would. God damn it! I hate this so much. it's perception, right?
Yep.
All right, I got it myself. Wow, whatever.
I will say you're gonna have to roll pretty high.
Not that high.
Alright.
15.
15. You don't hear it.
Middle of the road.
It is Kagu's secret unless anybody else wants to roll.
I'm just too busy eating this stuffed mushroom. I'm hungry.
Alright.
I come back over. I'm like, oh, the trout and green beans were so good. Kagu, you better get some. Oh, Corvus, thank you so much. Good job with classes today.
Same with you. You did really well in the physical stuff out in the Crucible. I was impressed.
Ah, that was my favorite class.
Yeah. I'm usually quite good at that stuff as well, but I don't know.
Oh.
I was feeling kind of off today, I guess.
Maybe we can spar one day.
I'd like that. combat really knows how to. I mean, combat has a way of focusing the mind, in a way similar to meditation as well.
Yes, he nods in agreement.
Corvus, just be wary. He has something called the stranger sense. So
Major danger.
just you know that's what that was, correct? That's you sense strangers.
Dangers.
Oh, dangers. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Kagu. You did get a good hit on me though today.
Yeah. Hopefully more to come.
Hopefully not.
We will see. Just try not to eat too much.
Corvus is a fighter here too, he said.
Uh,
Looking forward to chances to spar with him as well.
maybe the school could run some type of competition, like a ladder of sparring matches. Wouldn't that be fun?
Sparring on a ladder?
No. Like kind of like a tournament, and you just reach the top of the chart.
All right. Marcelo Casas, would you guys participate as well?
Come on, guys, it'd be great.
In a combat tournament?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. I don't see why not.
And a what?
Combat, sparring match, competition.
Perhaps we can talk to Professor Barhold and he can set one up.
Not sure if I'm the right person for that.
This is only the assumption that he doesn't already have this in the curriculum.
Well, as far as we know, there isn't. So maybe we could bring it up.
You can always ask, of course.
Corvus, what have you done since our last class?
Mostly came in and got cleaned up and just kind of did my homework stuff, and I went and got the food after a few hours of you guys not being here. I figured you might be hungry or really anybody. I wasn't sure if you went to the Great Hall or not. But yeah, mostly just kind of tried to unwind from the day. It's probably a good idea not to try to rush everything on the first few days, and still trying to get settled. You understand?
Sure. Oh, do you know the area around the school very well?
Just what we visited in class.
All right. Well, there is a really neat room with food and no people if you never need a break from everything. But I can't remember exactly where it was.
Oh. Maybe we could use it for a meeting room.
Ah, yes. Oh, Kagu. Perhaps Corvus knows how to pick your locks.
I turn my back to them. Trying to fight this, like,
Corvus, do you know how to pick locks or know anything about? Do you know where the special room is at, for one?
The special room? The room that Essie's talking about?
Yep.
Well, no, I can't say I've ever been there. And as for picking locks, well, my dad made me train every day.
Nice. I will find you in the morning.
How does he say that?
How does he say what?
Okay. Training, because like when he's talks about his family and everything around it, I'm like, does he say that like proudly, or does he say that like yeah, I know my way around it.
Insight check.
I hate everything. I hate everything I choose to do in this of like I have to open my fucking mouth. I swear to God. I'll guide myself.
I'm gonna give you advantage. You've been around Corvus enough to probably get a good read on him, so I'm gonna give you advantage on it.
Alright, appreciate it. Alright. I will guide myself. Alright, let me see if is this how you do it? Let's see. 19 total.
19 total. Do you want me to whisper it to you, or do you want me to say it out loud?
Whisper.
All right, I'm gonna whisper it to you. On a DM. Okay. There you go. Do. Secrets.
Alright. So Marcellus still. For it's like talking about this and it's like don't listen, I'm okay. I'm just gonna say this because I feel like we need to be very clear about this. I'm fairly certain, Kagu Essay. I'm like I cannot stress this. I'm almost 100% certain you all took food from the staff. I'm fairly certain that was the lounge for the staff.
For my staff?
No.
No,
Or the
Yes,
faculty of the
yes,
school.
Juan. Thank you, thank you so much for that.
You know what's the worst part of it? You know what's the worst part of it? I definitely saw it, and I was like, I can't not
I was
do
like,
it.
please.
I couldn't. When I was thinking about it, I was like, I hate that I have to make this misunderstanding happen.
Marcel's staff doesn't eat food.
Not this staff. The faculty of the school. You took the professor's food. Not the
Oh, they
grounds
weren't
people.
there either.
Well,
Of course they weren't there. It was the food. The food was in a room.
It was
separate.
delicious. Yes.
There was things locked away. Correct.
why do you think there would be a room that would have liquor in it? And it was locked?
Who mentioned anything about liquor?
I heard you.
We definitely heard you.
Okay.
Nothing I had was locked in anywhere.
Yeah, it was right out there for us to grab.
So,
What?
Agu, you did try to get into that one thing.
I kind of just push him. Yeah,
Next time,
about that.
I'm pretty sure if you go in that room and you guys were to get caught, pretty sure it wouldn't end up. You wouldn't end up in a good position.
Detention, most likely. Corvus chimes in. Unless it's bar hold,
Detention.
then he just might
What-
be deaf. He kinda
What goes on
chuckles.
in detention?
Honestly, it could be the case. Well, would we know? Like, it's day 1 of actual classes. Like, would we even know what detention would really entail?
Probably not at the Royal Academy, but
Yeah.
it could be surmised that's not good.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, he'll basically just like this. He'd be like, okay, here is what I'm saying. Continuing to frequent that point is an extreme risk factor in this for yourselves. So I am saying it might not be the best choice to continue forward. That being said, whether you decide to heed the warning or not is completely up to you. But I would say to that it is most likely not always going to be empty in that sense. Most likely the timing of when you got there was like the most opportune, considering it was right after classes and the teachers most likely had to have a meeting and grade the papers, so they weren't.
Well, what time was it then?
Much relaxing.
Essie, did you check your stand?
No, I did not.
Well, considering that there was probably food on the table there, it's probably right before maybe when dinner was going to start.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying, we could go there at around the same time, and there will be no one there?
You know what, Kaga?
No, you
Perhaps you should test that theory.
all we're saying is it's risky to continue going there and taking food without permission. If you think you can, you can do it and it can work, then that is your prerogative. Though
Well,
I feel like if you're involving others in it, they should be aware of the full scope of what could befall them if caught.
I think it's riskier in the halls. There weren't any claw marks inside the special room.
Yes. And
Corvus looks at you and says, claw marks?
Oh, they're gone now.
I feel like I'm missing some details here.
I'll look at Corvus and be like, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Claw mark seems important.
Almost do seem important.
That's what I thought, but Kagu was tired and hungry, and I was hungry.
And we would have never found this said faculty room if we didn't go look for food. So,
The faculty-less room.
Faculty-less. I like that. So Corvus, picklocking, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Picklocking?
Gotcha. Marcel, what's life without taking risks?
I just gave a warning. You all are free to do as you please. As long as you know the full scope of the consequences.
Well, speaking of doing as I please, I think that trout is resting in my tummy. I think I'm going to head to bed.
Yes. I am going to go back. Yeah, I'm trying to go, clean. Like, I'm trying to find the bath. bathhouse or whatever the fuck we
Oh,
have.
bathhouse. I see.
Mm.
Yeah, there's like a think of it like a little. Think of it like a little attached, like small bathhouse that you can bathe in. Yeah.
Before Essie turns to leave to go to bed, he wants to look at Kreslin and say, make sure to check that thing.
Oh,
Hmm?
okay.
And then I'm heading back to bed now.
Essie Trot goes to his room. Goes to the sleeping room and
Goes to the bunks or whatever they are.
yeah, the bunks with like they have privacy shades or whatever. All right. Corvus looks around and says, "I think he's got the right idea. Bathing and sleep seems to be the correct things to do if you haven't done them already."
It has been a long day.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm gonna head off as well. See you guys in the morning.
Rest well,
In
Kreslin.
the morning.
Good night.
That's right.
I go drop off my backpack or whatever in my room and go to freshen up to the bathhouse. Go to bed.
All right.
Same.
Corvus looks at the group and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna turn in as well. See you all in the morning."
Have a good rest.
So everybody turns in. I'm assuming Phenom. Does the Costas go to
Mhm.
sleep as well?
Yep.
Is everybody? Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll turn.
Okay.
Good night.
Everybody turns into bed, pulls their blankets up, closes their shades, and lets the dreamland take them. As we kind of zoom out of the dorms and the camera kind of sweeps across the academy grounds and the Royal Academy and kind of focuses up toward the moon, and all we hear in the night is ow. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's D&D session with the howl of the Wraithhound.
Phenom.
What?
Phenom.
I'm not in bed.
Thank you guys for playing. I know it's a little shorter, but I know we have some time constraints here, and I need time to kind of prep what comes next. So, hope you all had fun. I had fun, and yeah. Any standout moments from tonight's game that you guys really enjoyed? That you want to mention here before we close the recording at all?
No, I got more lore on other
Just-
characters, so I'm happy.
Just listening to Kagu and Essie trying to find this room and
These
go
motherfuckers.
into the faculty room. See Kagu trying to break into the liquor cabinet. It's just top
It's-
tier.
It can't be stated that like we've been brought to the what's it called, Josh, the cafeteria,
The Great Hall.
the Great Hall, right? The Great Hall. We've been brought to the Great Hall. We've gone there multiple times from multiple different areas. The fact that y'all got lost somehow when you were by yourselves.
What can we say? We're fighters, not GPS.
Yeah, I
I'm-
want to say I did a roll and it was like a 3, and I was like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I think I did 2 rolls. I forget exactly what I did. I was like, do I
I just
remember
don't
where
pay
it is?
attention.
And then do I? That's what it was. I did a roll to see if I remember where it is exactly, and I didn't. Then I did a roll to see if I realized that I didn't know. Because I thought of like Rick, where Rick is like sometimes confident he knows where he's going, but doesn't. I was trying to
I
see like where Essie fell in that range of things. So at
I
least
was
he
like-
realized he didn't know where. But then we followed the spear.
I wish that we, like, it wasn't told to Kagu and Essie that it was the faculty room, because I really thoroughly did want them to get caught.
I couldn't when they involved somebody else. That's when I couldn't. Like that's when Marcel was
could've-
like,
You could have
I-
pulled Corvus to the side and be like, "Hey, don't fall into their trap."
Hey, we didn't know it was a trap.
but here's the thing. I also knew from how they acted so far that I was like, even if I do present this information, the chances of them still doing it is high.
I don't know what you mean.
It doesn't really matter
My-
if I present.
My favorite moment was the setup for the staff room. I just wanted to be like Essie to be like, there was no staffs in that room.
I was thinking about doing that, and then Juan beat me to it.
I was like, there's got to be at least one staff joke here, with all the staff problems that Kagu's had.
I was like, I can't not do it because it's right in front of me, and I'm so mad about it. I truly was. Like, it's like, yeah, yeah, y'all two together, chaotic, wild. It's hilarious seeing the wild dumb shit y'all get up to.
I think a lot of the stuff I liked about this time that we played is just all the secret shit that's happening. Like Bigfoot's got a couple secrets that I've given him, and Phenom has some secrets that he's dealing with.
I
and-
kind of wish that I failed that dexterity roll, because then I would have done something interesting for maybe people to see. But yeah,
Yeah.
another time.
Hey,
It's on that point.
when it happens, it happens. The dice decreed, not
Mhm.
today.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's very fun to play a bunch of people who kind of were getting to know each other, right? But it's
mhm.
also like we're all holding our own information close to the vest in different senses of like what we're looking for and doing, right? So it's like
Even
depending
some of
on
your
who you are.
NPCs.
Yeah. Even some like PC and shit. So it's like it's very fun to like one of the reasons I don't feel like this is like a spoiler or anything to say, but I just because I feel like this is just a true thing that would happen in sport. It's like one of the reasons that you are like that people became or were or are like socialites and shit, right? Is because parties are one of the easiest way to like gather and spread information, right?
hmm
Knowing people, getting to know people, meeting them, it could tell you a fuck ton about them, and you can gain more information that way, and everything. And that's kind of like why. Well, it's not like a big reason, but it's part of why I made this character. Like this, he always talks to different people and shit. Is because like I'm trying to gather information on like the different people of like styles, how they move, what's their actions.
That's because you don't have stranger sense
Personality.
like Essie.
Strangers. What's that gonna do for him knowing how somebody's gonna politically stab him in the back? That's only good for if somebody's actually trying to hit him.
You didn't catch the joke.
I know. No, I know. Hit everything. But he don't got stranger sense himself. This motherfucker be introducing himself. He be ready more so than you.
No, I have stranger danger.
danger? You, the stranger who danger. What you mean?
Well,
But not like get everything. So it was great, like getting to know. Like I didn't get any interaction really with her, yet I got a bunch of information from like Morgan, uh, Darkwater, and from that interaction, which was great.
Oh man, that whole I'm like, Bigfoot is saying all this stuff, and it's gonna be just. Part of me was like, part of me is like, oh, I can't wait for her just to be like, ugh, and walk away, just because I think it's gonna be funny. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel bad because Bigfoot is clearly engaging with this character, but this character clearly
not engaged with the character. Like,
yeah, this
put
character.
more in front of me.
This character is clearly gonna be this character who she is, and this is who she is, right in this moment, right now. So I was like, part of me felt so much joy, but also like this kind of like, I know Bigfoot's gonna understand this, but I wish she could stick around and at least engage with him a little bit. But that character's not going to at this moment.
Oh no, it's very fun for me, and like getting that because like like Marcel learned a lot from like that one interaction about her as like a person and shit, and it's really fun to like Finn just have that in the back of his head and be like, all right, cool, got it. It was also funny, you know, talking with like a small but funny moment for me was like whenever me and President were like talking, and like she asked me like, how many languages do you speak? And he's just like casually like 7-ish. You know, not a lot, but a couple.
Not
And
a
like,
lot.
yeah, that was
yeah.
funny.
Like one of the things I really wanted is like he wasn't being sarcastic in that moment or anything.
I
He truly
know.
was like just like it's not that many. Like
He
you know,
said
it's
it
a
so
little bit.
nonchalantly. I was like, the only way Cresseline could react to that is like, okay.
It's like yeah, it was like
I did like that Cresseline seems to be kind of like, at least in my perspective, breaking out of her shell a bit more.
Oh, you noticed that, didn't you?
Talking more and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's fun too, man. So to do a thing and shit, and yeah,
Also seeing more of Okasis and what he's about.
I mean, yeah, from an observant like standpoint, since none of our characters know anything about the dude.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
no, it's like he's like he's there, but he's not.
Still
So-
trying to figure out if Costas got there before Cresseline did. Or did he walk right by Cresseline?
I mean, technically, I would say
I would
after, because you left earlier, and then Masa was still telling like his plan.
if I'm remembering right, like it's.
And I
like,
should have
the
rolled
time-
if Costas walked past her.
I can give you straight up when he walked in and you did not notice him because you were lost in that fucking complicated ass book and trying to figure out like what the fuck is this. That's probably right around the time Ocasas walked into the room, and you were so in that.
Dang it.
Cresseline probably missed him. So that's kind of like in my head probably where he walked in. Really, I leave the timing up to you guys, but I really feel like that makes, in my mind, the most sense that you wouldn't notice him was you were really looking at that one book that broke your mind.
Something
for a
about
minute.
the constellations.
Yeah, the consonant I closed my notes. So I don't have it.
It's perfectly fine.
They're constipations.
No.
All right.
I think that's a good place to end the recording if there's nobody else that has anything they want to add into this game or into the recording for the notes section here. I think that's a good place to end it. No, it's a shorter one. Hope we all had fun. I know I did, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
That's good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.